And here we go. Welcome to Talking Small Press Comics. With this is number 44, episode 44,
I can't
with
even keep
Steve
up
Keeter,
anymore.
as you see there in the red shirt, and me, Larned Justin. Now, one thing, because our broadcast schedule's a little erratic, please subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of our episodes. Um, because we can only do episodes when we have comics, so there's no real schedule. So if you're a subscriber and you hit that button, you'll know when we're on. Also, in this episode, if you're a fan of Steve Willis, and if you're not, you should be. Uh, we have Cranium Frenzy number 17 included in this episode. So be
I love
sure and
Steve
stay
Willis.
tuned for that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
where we should
Anything?
start.
Huh?
That's where we should start. Right
Well,
there.
yeah. I was gonna save it for later in the
You
show.
want to save it to the end? We can do that. Okay, sneak preview, folks. If you stay
Yeah.
tuned, we're going to review
If
this at
we're
the
gonna
end.
review it, don't
Yeah,
leave. Don't
and,
leave.
and right, right. I got a few things to say about this.
Okay. Good. Good.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Um,
Anything else new and exciting before we get started that you have to talk about or anything?
no, we're going to be at
No.
space
Okay.
in like
Well,
three
I
weeks.
will
We're going to be
jump.
at the space convention.
Yes, we will. We may get one more show in before then, I would think. Probably episode 45 will be in before the show, but we will be recording at the show, and I don't know. We may get more than one episode out of the show. Who
Right.
knows?
And there's more going on than that. Without
Hmm.
revealing too much, I'm going to say that we're investigating AI, artificial intelligence, and we're talking to a couple of comic book creators who are using that method.
Uh-huh.
But this is something that's down the road, not too far down the road, very
Not too far
near.
down the road. We
But
have an announcement coming up. I don't know if we'll announce before space or not. Depends. We have to do a few things before we can make the announcement, but that is coming up. So keep an eye out. Um, all right, now, what do we want to do first? You got
well, we
anything?
got this
Oh
from.
yes, I. This
Uh,
is this is kind of interesting. What I did, I went online and I was looking for small press comics, just in general, and I
uh-huh,
wound up going to a site that's a comic book shop in Chicago, and it's called
right.
Howling Pages. And and the reason I went there is because they have a lot of small press comics. So I was going through looking at, and I see this. And they say never buy a book by its cover. Well, I bought this by its cover. There was no synopsis of what this was or anything.
Right.
All it was a picture of the cover and the price, which is $5.
That it was a good
So
buy.
yeah,
This is Rick Therrio, a new
Rick
pal of ours.
Therrio.
Rick Therrio. Um,
And inside the book, there's no information on Rick at all. No address, no nothing.
mhm.
So Steve did a little research, went on Facebook, and found Rick and corresponded with him a little bit, didn't you?
Yeah, yesterday we were talking yesterday. Hi, Rick.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're watching. We totally enjoyed your book. It's filmed. It's noir, like a 1950s uh, B movie detective, but it's totally it's taken to the extreme. It's taken to the into it enters into a realm of bizarreness that they
What,
never imagined back in those days.
right. But what's interesting is the way this is a little different for a comic book because what it is, each page has one side has a full length drawing artwork, and then the other side
Uh,
has full length story.
there's some really
Each
cool
page
artwork
is
here.
each page is done that way. So, and Rick has a very interesting writing style, I think. And
But
here's the thing: I don't know
pretty
about you,
hilarious.
Steve, but
Uh-huh.
are you sure that he's actually in this book on our planet, or could he be on another planet? It's very
Uh,
science fiction-y, I think.
it could be another dimension or
The way he talks, it
a
almost
lost
seems
art.
like I
I
don't
mean,
know. Rick might have to tell us, but
yeah. But Rick's writing style, it's a perfect parody of
oh,
film noir. I
yeah,
mean, the way that
exactly.
okay, let me just I'll read you just a quick section.
Yeah,
Uh,
read a
the,
little bit.
the sky was made of murky glass as I glided over the broken sidewalks of the city. Shadows crawled across the spaces between buildings, somehow giving the feeling that something was about to happen. Skip a paragraph. The vaguely chemical scent of unknown mysteries wafted through the drafty urban corridors, hinting of fresh and dangerous secrets waiting to be unlocked. That's only the beginning.
That's the first
Uh,
page. Yeah.
very moody, atmospheric,
Yeah.
but then it starts getting crazy.
Well, if you look here, I've said this now. This is a restaurant that he's at, but if you look at
Mhm.
the drawing, I believe that that is a praying mantis that owns the restaurant. You
I
see
was
that?
just looking at that picture.
Yeah. And the way he
Yeah, that
talks,
is a
I
praying
think,
mantis.
yeah. And I think the praying mantis owns the restaurant that he's in.
Yeah, it's called Fernando's.
Fernando's restaurant, and it's his favorite,
Fernando's.
one of his
Yeah,
favorite restaurant. But
and
and he's worried about it. Isn't he worried about it going out of business?
well, something's going on.
Yeah,
Somebody put in a bad word about
yeah.
Fernando's. Some competitor put in a
Hmm.
bad word, spreading ugly propaganda. As it says here. Let me see. Rumor. There was a rumor that the place was contaminated with Venusian cooties.
See, there you go. Venusian. That's what
Venusian
makes me think
cooties. Hmm.
this may not be. He may not be on Earth, but he might be, and it's just it's a little science fiction thrown in there.
Yeah.
But anyway, it is 40 pages. You know,
Uh-huh.
and it's well done. It's a nice looking book. There's
Yeah.
his logo, Screaming Brain Comics,
Screaming Brain Comics.
and it's
Um,
40 pages, and it's
this is
only $5.
there's Dr.
Look,
Rotwang, whom he goes to for help. This guy
yeah,
knows a lot and knows the city, and he's looking for help. And it seems that should I show this picture? Okay, it seems that they're looking for a giant plastic balloon lizard.
yeah. Hmm.
Um, hey, but that's not all. That's not
No,
all. Hmm.
there's the old fat detective smoking a couple of cigarettes.
Yeah, more than a couple. He's smoking a bunch of cigarettes. He also drinks like a fish. You
Yeah,
know, he
yeah.
goes to the and he just drinks and drinks. Doctor Rotwang can't keep up with him. Would you like a drink? Yeah, I like 3, 4. He just kept. Anyway, and there's another. I'm looking. He's somewhere else here. He got away from Rotwang. He went to a place called the Deadly Dandelion, and he's talking to a person there, a friend of his named
Hmm.
Leroy, and he says, "Thanks, Leroy. You're a good dog." And I had to take a double take. But Leroy is in fact a blue dog.
Yeah, with
You see that?
goggles on.
Yeah. Well, definitely with big eyes. But
Goggles. I think they're
and there's the
goggles.
noir stuff in the background, the
Yeah.
atmosphere. You got the stand-up bass
Yeah, and see
and
now
the
they almost look like the
trumpet.
Star Wars group that the singers in Star
Right.
Wars in the
Dun, 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 dun,
cantina.
dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun,
that.
dun,
Yeah,
dun.
and
Yep.
here's another look at the praying mantis on a different
Right.
page. Very interesting. We don't want to give it away, of course, but
Yeah.
very, really different. You want something very
Hmm.
different? This is it. Now we don't have. Go ahead.
This is Ms. Gasoline. He calls her that because she's hot. So
Yeah.
there she is, Ms. Gasoline, one of the people he's confiding in. And I mean, as you read along, I mean, it's a mystery, uh, but it's just
It's great.
it's hilarious. You
And
got
I,
talking
if
dogs.
he doesn't
Mhm.
have an address listed, so in the description, I'm going to give you his email address. He said just email him,
Yeah.
or I will give you the information on Howling Comics pages where I bought it. So you could buy it there, same price, $5. But
And
you,
it escalates to sort of a gang war.
yeah, they're
Okay.
shooting. Yeah,
I
they're
guess these are
shooting
the
right
good
there.
guys. These are the good guys over here.
Yeah,
You know, what is
yeah,
that? There's the old fat detective, and I guess that's Ms.
yeah.
Gasoline.
Mace gasoline there.
And
Yeah,
and
yeah.
on the other side of the room are these people, uh, sort of
Shooting back.
Japanese cartel type of.
Yeah,
But anyway, it's
yeah,
the but the thing is, they somehow everybody misses.
yeah. They didn't hit anything.
Everybody misses.
Yeah, they
So
didn't hit nothing.
nobody gets hurt. So you can read this to your kids, folks.
Yeah,
Nobody gets hurt.
no.
It's just great. I really
Anyway,
love this book.
it's got, his writing is really interesting. When you say
Yeah.
kids, I don't think they would understand some of the words he uses.
They wouldn't get it at all.
Yeah, yeah, but
But the art and the artwork is just really good. It's just
yeah.
really nice. It's dark. It's in black and
And
white.
I noticed on his Facebook page, he does painting. He's a painter also. He does some
Uh-huh.
beautiful paintings. Really cool.
Yeah, there
So
was
he
cool,
does
a
a
lot of
lot of
cool stuff
things.
on
Yeah,
his Facebook page, and he also has on Vimeo, a video
right.
streaming site. Um, he has a 42-minute video where he reads this entire book,
Yeah, on
and
Vimeo. Right.
yeah,
And if you, let me just tell you, I had to write it down. The guy that posts his stuff on Vimeo is Jim Rock Quat Rocky.
oh, yeah,
Quattrocki.
yeah.
And that guy has tons of videos, all kinds of videos.
He's the animator, right?
He helps with the animation,
The
I believe.
animation,
Yeah.
and
But he
they are
has a
working
lot
on.
of, he's a video guy, and he has a ton of videos on Vimeo.
Yeah,
So
I'd have to
anyway,
flip screens here and go back to Rick's website. But they're working on another video, and
right,
this one is an animated video.
right.
Um, looks very interesting. It also involves the old fat
Oh yeah,
detective.
yeah. It's an old
Uh,
fat detective
but
story.
it looks
So
like this one's really going to be out there. A lot of from the the models and everything that he shows in those pictures.
yeah,
Uh,
pretty
it looks
cool.
like it's going to be pretty wild.
Well, we'll give you his
Uh,
information in the description. You can check it out. Accidentally finding him was kind of cool, really. All I did
yeah.
was look at the cover and bought it and sent Steve a copy, and I'm glad I did. This is very cool.
Hang on just a second. You know what I'm gonna try to do? I'm
Okay,
gonna try to find his website super fast here. Here it is, right
okay.
here. So if I go like this, Rick, Rick
Rick Rock.
Therrio, Rick,
Oh,
Rick, at the top of the list. So
yeah,
let me
it's at the
see here.
first one. Are you on Vimeo? Is that what you're looking at?
Can you see me right now? The camera's
Yeah,
on me.
yeah.
Okay, that's good. I'm on his website,
Oh, his website.
and
Okay.
no, not his website. I'm on his Facebook.
Oh, Facebook. All right,
I'm going
gotcha.
to try to offer an image of what he's working on here. If I
Oh,
can do it using my
okay.
cell phone. Camera.
Mm-hmm.
Turn. Okay, and we'll turn that around. Nope. Let's turn it back around the other way because I can't see what I'm looking at. Okay, so
Oh boy.
there you go.
No,
You can
no,
see.
no, no. I can't see it. You got it too low.
You
Up.
can't see it.
No, you got it too low. Up.
Too
Go up.
low.
Up. Yeah, and over toward yourself. Move it to you, and hold it straight. Isn't that working? Hold it straight.
You don't see
Now
it.
can't see it. Not with the way
It's
you're
worth a
doing it.
try. It was worth a try. I've got it's
Put it
backwards.
right
So
in front of your face. Just put it in front of your face, and we'll be able to see it. In front of your
I'm in.
face. Go in front of your face.
It's
No,
in front of my face.
move it over. Move it over. Move it over. There you go.
Uh,
Now,
you can see it now.
no, I don't know what I see. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what that is.
Oh,
No.
it's the camera's here. So
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, what the heck
Well,
is
that
worth a
didn't work.
shot?
But anyway,
Nah,
they can go look at it. We'll give them
we're
all the
always
information.
experimenting.
Yeah, we'll give them all the information, and you guys can go look at it for yourself. So that was that. And what do you got next?
Well, we got the Improbable Girl
Oh,
and the Wonder
yes.
Kitty.
Yes, indeedy, right here. The
Joe
Improbable
Ellie,
Girl. And this
Carrales,
is, yeah, and this is part 3 of, um,
the
well, it's the
heist.
conclusion of the heist. Part 3,
Issue
the
number 6.
conclusion of the heist.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 girls got themselves involved in a heist, and they're completely innocent, but they got all involved in it and got in big
Yeah.
mess. Yeah,
I was just excited because right on the inside
yeah,
cover, you see Larned and myself right there,
yeah.
So
Well,
I'm like,
that's
wow, we're in the issue.
yeah, that's interesting because he has what he calls the People's Journal, and he
Mhm.
has right in here lessons for Larned,
Lessons for Larned. 'Cause Larned
and
asked some questions.
that is because I'm an idiot and I didn't understand some of the story that he was, so I asked him some questions about the story
Mhm.
and he answered them
He goes,
with
it was
lessons for Larned.
3
And
pages
all the
worth of.
answers, you may have had the same questions. The answers are right here. Of course, you're not an idiot like I am, and I couldn't figure it out, but he told me. So that is in there. That's part of this issue.
Well, the story has been rather complicated.
It's a
Um,
little complicated. It's got
yeah.
a lot of explanatory yellow. See all the yellow? Those
Mhm.
are explanatory
A lot of captions. The
captions or
action.
whatever you want to call them. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of those in the book because the story, you know, is detailed, very detailed.
Yeah.
Um,
It's very colorful. Very colorful
full
book.
color, full color
Uh,
book.
Joe's artwork is as as nice as ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, and of course, it involves the 2 mailroom clerks who
Right.
are also the Air Force.
Yeah.
Marie Selinsky and Zandra Nico, the Wonder Kitty. Marie
And
Selinsky being the
they're
Improbable Girl.
superheroes also. Don't forget that they are superheroes because the Wonder Kitty can turn into a kitty right there.
Right.
The
And
Wonder
she
Kitty,
does.
yeah, she can turn into a kitty.
She does, trying to escape notice. She's a
Yeah.
little kitty cat, but someone does notice her.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but she's in luck because it's somebody who's on their side.
Yeah.
So,
Is that the
um,
guy from England? Yeah. Yeah. There's an
um,
English. I think that's the guy from England. Is that right?
no, this isn't.
The guy with the sideburns.
This is Chief Barker.
Oh.
This is a
Okay.
different guy.
Okay.
But the guy from England is
Is their
Percy.
friend? Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
pops up. He pops up a couple of pages later, and
Yeah.
there he is,
There he is,
uh,
and
talking
he's
to
a good
Marie.
friend of theirs. Uh,
Yeah, working with the British Special Forces or something like that. But
mm-hmm.
uh, but everything there's been a lot of action in the last few issues. And
Yep.
this one, Nico is knocked unconscious, and she's being captive, held up, bound by her hands, and hanging there. And of course, her good friend finds her there and helps her escape. But
Well,
the
that's
big thing,
due to the villain here with the red hair.
yeah, and
He's the real he's the real villain here.
right, and her friend is not too happy about it. The improbable girl Marie is not happy about this at
Mm-hmm.
all. And
Mm-hmm.
this guy, he looks like the singer from Simply Red. I don't know if you know that band, but
Well,
but got
he's
a
got
red-haired
like
singer, and
two buck teeth, you know. So
yeah, she's not even playing. You don't mess
oh,
with my
no,
friend.
oh well, you don't mess with her either. I mean, either
Yeah,
one of them
this is
really
what she says. She
shouldn't.
says, um, "I think you will find that I don't throw like a girl, but rather a bit more like a woman. There, take the quick way back down. Whammo!"
Wacko.
And she
Yeah,
takes care of that. Yeah, and he's not too happy about it.
he
He's
got knocked
dazed.
goofy
He's
there.
Yeah, he's dazed and confused there. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, They,
And
by this time
it,
they've had enough. They've been
yeah,
pursued, and
it goes on, and there's the guy that originally accused them, and I forgot his
uh, General
Lieutenant General
John Morelli.
Morelli.
Morelli is the bad guy,
Yeah.
and he's ready to. He's found out where they're at, so he's ready to send some folks in. We're going to rush in and take these two by complete surprise. But he's surprised when he finds out that they just turned themselves in 20 minutes
Mhm.
before. So he didn't get his great victory to splash all over the headlines or whatever. He didn't get that, so he was thwarted. And then they do go to trial. Um, well, I mean, they actually found there was someone in the boxcar. They were hiding in a boxcar, and of a train.
Mhm.
And so when they go looking in there, that's General Morelli's man. They see this guy. He says, "I'm coming out. You railroad police sure can make a big deal. I just needed a ride." So he's a vagrant. And he's hiding in there with a cat who is not one of our heroes. And so they got the wrong guy. But the good people, well, okay, then there's a trial. I'm not going
Yeah,
to tell you
that's what
the
I was
end.
looking at was a trial back
There
there.
is like a tribunal.
Tribunal.
Mhm. There
And
they are in their uniforms, in their Air Force uniforms,
yep.
and you know, so
I
it's
did.
been
I think I made a little. I don't want Joe to catch this, but I think I made a little mistake. The guy with the big mustache is not Morelli. The guy with the
no,
mustache is General Howitzer. That's right.
yeah,
Went wrong.
and
That's
I
General
believe
Howitzer.
General Howitzer, I believe, is a character created by someone else. It's, uh,
Oh, his friend, Joe's friend.
yeah, the guy
Okay.
Kim Bailey. I think it's
Yeah.
Kim Bailey,
Okay.
uh,
He did
who
that.
does the
Came up
Energy
with that
Girl.
character.
I think that's one of his characters.
Okay. Well,
Uh,
anyway, he's the head of the tribunal, isn't he?
yes, he is.
Yeah. Okay.
And so that's where the end of the story happens,
Hmm.
and it's a really good story. And
Yeah.
we've been following it now. This cycle is complete, so
Yeah. That's
who
a
knows?
new story. Joe's talking about a new story coming up. So this one
Mhm.
done, and you got
So
to get this to wrap it up. And he
mhm,
also includes what he calls the People's Journal in here.
mhm.
And this is features a number of things, but it features a interview with Shane Luttrell.
Shane Luttrell,
Hmm.
Susie Steam,
Yeah, the
uh,
yeet guy.
right?
Yeet. Yeah. Anyway,
Yep.
there is a interview with him, which is cool. Um,
Yeah, we
very
love Shane.
small,
We love
in
Shane's
very
comics. We love
small
the stuff
print,
he does for Yeet.
but
Hmm.
and then that goes on for another page, and then we have the UFO checklist at the back. So
Darn, it's a UFO zine.
it's a
Who'da
UFO
thought?
zine. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that means quality, folks. If it's a UFO zine, it's good
Right.
stuff.
Yep.
I would say that because I'm chairman of the UFO. It also happens to be true. But there's a lot of great people, and this is a shining light right here. Joe Ellie Carrales.
Yep.
He does
And
interesting video. He puts
this
videos on
is
Facebook.
let me see here and get this right. I have to have my glasses to see this. A little bit
Uh oh.
small.
Talk amongst yourselves, people.
Yeah. $6. It's very small, but it's $6.
I can't see anything without my glasses. I can't see
And
near. I can't
I
see
can see
far.
far without them, but I can't see close.
Yeah. Well, I
And
can
then I
see.
got the
What I see is a
headset on
blur.
and all that, and it's hard to put the glasses
Yep.
on. So
Yep. Yep.
Steve will have to interpret, but I think it says $6.
$5. $5 US, 650 Canada.
Oh, okay. Well,
But anyway,
lessons for Larned.
5 US, 650 Canada. Yeah. So this
Okay.
this is this is an awesome tool.
Hmm.
Somebody invented a long time ago. Before, like maybe before they had glasses. I don't know.
I don't know either. I know
But
Sherlock Holmes had one.
So
All
yeah.
right. Let's move on to whatever's next.
Well, there's a couple of choices here. I think I
Okay.
would want to go with this one. This is
Oh, yeah.
our pal Tom Fellrath.
Tom Fellrath, Counting the
Uh,
Days, Hologram.
Hologram. Hmm.
And this is interesting because some of this, I believe, was done with AI.
It looks like quite much of it was. This looks
Well,
like total AI here.
well, I'm wondering if some of it's AI and if some of it's photographs, and he's drawn the character into the background there.
Yeah, I think the character himself is drawn by Tom.
Tom, yeah, he draws the character, but
Yeah.
he's using either AI, and I think it's AI, or photographs,
Hmm.
and putting the figure in there. And this one's very different because it's actually the main character is almost like on vacation. He's visiting all these different locations.
Yeah, he really is because it's been an adventure up to this point. This is
And this
issue
one's different. He
7.
goes to all these different locations around the world in here.
Yeah,
Kind
he
of
goes to
neat.
the Great Wall.
Yeah, he
Uh,
goes to Great Wall of China. He goes all
he
over.
he
And
plays with penguins in the Antarctic.
yeah,
There he
he's
is
cool.
jumping with the penguins.
Yeah. I don't
Like
want to show too
he's
much.
on
Here's the
vacation.
pyramid
The
and
Great
the
Pyramid of
Wailing
Giza.
Wall. Isn't this the
Yeah,
Wailing Wall, I believe? Yep.
I think so. Yep. Yeah,
Yep,
the
the
Wailing
Wailing Wall.
Wall. He says my Orthodox friends didn't appreciate my emerging from the Wailing Wall in Jerusalem. So you can imagine, a bunch of Jewish people, and they're at the wall and they're worshiping. All of a sudden, a ghostly figure comes out
There he
of the
is on the
wall.
wall. Yeah. Holy mackerel. Yeah.
The thing is, yeah, I thought previously people couldn't see him, um, but now they
Maybe,
can see him,
yeah,
or
I think they can see him. Yeah, I
they
don't
can see
know.
him, but they
Yeah.
see through him. So now he truly is a hologram. But I think at one
Yeah.
point he was invisible, as I recall.
Yeah.
Uh, unless I'm
And
mistaken. But
this, what's interesting, he always counts the days down. Uh, he always counts the days. Every panel has a different days to go.
right, how many days
Because
ago it
this is
was?
1990 back
Yep,
here. Yeah.
yep.
So, it's a nice little publication. Very well done, of course. It's $1. $1.
he's up in the he's up in the Austrian hills, where
There he
you
is
remember,
floating around up
yeah,
there.
Julie
Hmm.
Andrews saying, "The
Yep.
hills are alive
Uh,
with the sound of music." He says,
yep.
"I'm happy to report that the Austrian hills are still alive with the sound
With
of
Sound of
music."
Music. Okay.
He doesn't look like Julie Andrews, but he's having a good time.
I want to show too much of it, but you
Yeah.
know.
Tom
Anyway,
Tom is such a great writer,
yeah, very
and
cool.
I think he kind of held back at this time.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think he wanted to do something a little different, so
yeah,
he
it's
put the guy
almost
on tour.
like an intermission. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
let's let
yeah,
him give this guy a break. Let him
yeah.
go
Let
have
him
some fun.
travel around the world. Yeah,
And
very cool.
but, but he misses his wife, Maggie. You
Yeah,
can imagine
it
once he
says,
became a hologram, the relationship between him and his wife became a little strained.
yeah,
And I think I need a break from this. Time to hit the road. So that's
yep.
exactly what happens. It's a great little
Okay,
book. It's
yeah,
only $1. It's only a
yeah. It's a
dollar.
dollar. Can't beat
Dollar
that.
from Tom. Yeah.
Tom Fellrath, and we'll have his contact info in the description, so you can
Yeah.
contact him and get one. So, well, that brings us to this
A little bit of
gem,
madness, I think.
Bad
Bad
Magazine
madness and badness.
#7.
Yep. Number 7 from Dan Burke.
Dan Burke, and this is huge. It's oversized. It's I don't guess it has a page count, but it has a lot of pages.
This guy, what is it, 40 some pages, but maybe
I
more?
don't know. I don't know what it. I don't
It's
see it.
it's pretty large, and it's all full
Yeah,
size in
full
full
size,
color.
full color.
And
Um, all kinds of crazy ads
yeah,
and then his own artwork in here besides the AI artwork that's in there.
yeah. As I said, we're going to be discussing that soon.
We're going to
But
be
Dan,
discussing AI in a future episode of coming up.
Dan,
But
Dan does use AI, but this is his own artwork here.
yeah,
And apparently, even the AI stuff that he does, if he doesn't like what's going on with that, he changes things and puts his own artwork in. So he's all over the place. I mean, he's
yeah.
totally the editor and the creator, and totally
But
responsible for
look
this
at
madness.
how this is done. I mean, look at that. There's one
Right.
thing to do AI. It's one thing to do it like that. It is very. That would be very very difficult. And
He
he has
pulls out the
knocked out
stops.
7 of these in a short time. I can't.
And I don't
I
even
don't know
know.
how he does it. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, I see the witches, those witch pages, and then there's some Sunday comic strips parodies.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
they look just like the old Sunday comics, only
Yeah.
once you start to read them, they're utterly perverse and
Now I'm
and
going to say
hilarious.
this is really not for kids. Keep
No,
that in
no,
mind. This is not for
not Prince
kids.
Valiant. It's Prince Violence,
Yeah.
not Prince Valiant,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yeah, and all
But
kinds of violence
Dan
happening.
can draw anything. Look at the Peanuts cartoon he drew. I mean, he can
Yeah.
draw anything.
Yeah, and right
Anything.
away in the first panel, you can tell it's a little different because you got this Snoopy type dog, and he
Yeah.
looking at Charlie, and he says, "I hate this guy." Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just not normal. I mean,
No.
um, no, this is not
And
normal stuff.
this started as a parody of Mad Magazine, of course, and now it's
Hmm.
evolved a little. It's not the first issue we had looked exactly like a Mad Magazine. You could not tell that wasn't
Sure
a Mad
did.
Magazine.
It was a
He
brilliant
has
parody,
changed
definitely.
this kind of to fit his own style, and it's similar to Mad Magazine, but I wouldn't say it's you know like the first issue. The first
Yeah.
issue you could not tell the difference.
Well, I like the parody of Mars Attacks.
Yeah, yeah,
Mars
very cool.
Attacks again, and
Got a lot of crazy ads
um,
in here.
yeah.
Uh, there's some ads there you can see.
Yeah, there's a lot of ads
A
and
bunch of
a
crazy
letters
ads.
column,
Yeah,
and just madness all over the place. I mean, I could just turn to
here's
any
a
page.
parody of Breaking Bad back here.
Uh-huh. With
Faking Bad.
faking bad,
Yeah,
baking bad, shaking bad, and blah, blah, blah,
keeps
mad,
on going. Yeah,
bad, and
and the last one we cannot pronounce, but yeah, baking, shaking, and whatever.
here's on the
It's
letters page.
just
Somebody says, I have been kidnapped and forced to work in a chicken themed restaurant in Walla Walla, Washington. And this person sent some actual photographs of working in the kitchen.
yeah,
And
with chickens. Yeah,
yeah, they're not too happy about how they have to dress. I feel the costume is dehumanizing, says a worker. Dressed like chickens.
here's a John Wick puzzle page.
Oh yeah, John Wick is all through this too.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's a puzzle page right there.
yep.
Uh, really crazy. Dan's imagine, I mean, where he comes up with this stuff, I will never know, but he is
Um,
something.
and he might be accused of being sexist, but he's so darn funny. I think
Yeah.
he says here he's got a picture of Dolly Parton. Dolly
Hmm.
Parton. She's
Yeah.
going into space. It says going into space where her breasts are weightless. To sing her new single, uh, ketchup. Ketchup loves more mustard. Loves mustard. Ketchup loves mustard. I don't know what that means, but
I don't know either, but
It's important to know that her breasts are weightless in outer space.
Yeah.
In case anyone wondered.
Yeah. Apparently, Dan wondered.
Yeah, Dan wondered. Yeah, yeah. He doesn't make any. He
Anyway,
won't deny that. But he treats men and women almost equally. I mean, I think. Uh, I mean, 'cause once in a while he shows the guys. Well, this is just a drawing, so it's a guy's butt. Okay, so there
mhm.
you go. See, he's catering. He's pandering to the other side now. And say, okay, well, I got this in here, but so don't accuse me of being a sexist. But I don't think he really minds.
bad, bad alien movies. You just see the ad for each bad alien movie. One is worse than the other. Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Here's a satire of Howard the Duck. How weird the duck. How weird the duck.
How
File and
weird the
stem.
duck.
Take a bath. The
Yeah.
freaky adventures of a creepy duck. Yep.
Well, you can go a long time reading this. I'll tell you. There's a lot in here. You can go forever.
Yeah. It's hard to tell how much is actually Dan and how much is the AI, but it's all. I mean, it's his.
It's all Dan.
I mean, he inputted this data,
Yeah.
and this is what came out of it. He's got to
That is so hard to do. So hard to do.
just too much. Um. Okay. Here we got Joe Biden, the president.
Mhm.
He has his own
Joe's
popcorn ad.
Mhm.
Joe's Popcorn.
Yeah.
Week
Corn
old
pop. I'm surprised it's not corn pop, but it is corn.
popcorn.
Popcorn. Yeah.
Popcorn well past its expiration date. I don't know if he's, I think
Uh-oh.
he's making a comment there.
A little comment.
Too funny. I mean, this thing is hysterical. You can just go from one end to the other.
And this is available directly from Amazon. Isn't that correct, Steve? This is from Amazon.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think
Whatever we
you get
said.
this
Yeah,
through
yeah,
Amazon.
yeah. You can buy it from Amazon.
And I believe it's $10. If I'm
Yeah, I
not
think
mistaken.
I ordered a copy from Amazon. So yeah, it's on
Yeah,
Amazon.
$10. Yeah. But look at that. I mean, it's just.
He's got paper dolls.
Yeah, you can cut out the paper dolls and put the clothes on them.
This is the Rock, and if you want, you can dress him like this.
Like that.
Yeah.
All depends on what you want to do. You can do it all. Oh my gosh.
Just hilarious stuff.
Yeah. So, and the price right here is cheap enough. Right?
Cheap enough.
Cheap
That
enough.
says so right there.
Right there. So there you go.
So he has tributes to both Vampira, who was a horror movie television host back in the
Bad
50s.
drive-in movies.
Yeah, and she also appeared in a couple of Ed Wood's infamous bad movies.
Yeah.
And he also Elvira's in here somewhere too. So that's like the modern day Elvira. The modern day, he has a paper doll of Elvira.
Yep.
Yeah, and this is cool. I mean, there's this creature here. I don't know where this came from. The bloater paper doll. You see this disgusting looking image here?
Yeah. Yuck.
And you can dress it up and make it look like.
There, got a nice suit
like that.
on.
Got a suit.
Very nice suit.
The bloater.
Zombie High is also in here.
Zombie High.
Zombie High.
There's too much.
And you can look at that. I mean, there's just tons of things in here. You can go forever. Yep. Yeah. What a book. I don't know how he does it though. That is so much work. Wow.
He's got these confusingly written parking permits that you can print these out, hang them on the rearview mirror in your car, and before the authorities be totally confused, they don't make any sense at all. So by the time you run into the store and run back out, you can get away while they're still scratching their heads.
Allows you to your car to park and party anywhere, anytime.
anywhere at any time.
Yeah.
There
So
you go. That's what you need.
exactly. Oh boy, that is
Oh
some
my
book.
gosh.
Yeah, quite a book.
Dan, you're a genius.
Yeah,
You know
he
you're a
sure is.
genius, right? Well, we're telling you are. So,
Yeah.
uh,
Anyway, I'll have his info down in the description. Like I say, I believe you get it from Amazon, and I think it's $10. So well worth it. You're going to look at
yeah.
that for a long time.
And once, I saw a Mad Magazine anthology reprint, a title in the grocery store.
Uh huh.
It was something, some sort of anthology. Is it still around? I mean, there was
No,
that issue.
no, they're done.
So,
Mad is done. Yeah.
yeah. But somehow someone published this Mad
Well,
Magazine
they did a
anthology.
lot of that, but I mean, they're not publishing anything new now.
Right,
They're
right.
that's
Just a
done. Yeah,
compilation
it's the
title.
old stuff,
Yeah, and,
redone. Yeah,
yeah, and most of the guys who did Mad Magazine are all deceased
yeah,
now.
they passed away, most of them.
Yep.
Okay, well, it's time.
For
Time for.
drum roll.
Wait a minute. I used to have wait a minute. I can get it right now. I had a sign that said drum roll, but
Drum roll.
it's out of reach right now. Bum, 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 bum,
Steve
bum.
Willis.
Steve
Cheers.
Willis, a bottle of Steve Willis. There you go. And it is Cranium Frenzy number 17.
Right.
I'm going to tell you a little secret, and we're not going to give it away, but these four characters he's been doing since 1973. But you are going to find out something about these four characters in this issue, which I am not going to give away. You are going to have to get the issue to find out.
Oh.
But
Oh.
yeah,
So I can't
very
give that.
interesting.
I can't give that away either. Then.
No, you don't give it away either,
Oh
Steve.
man, it's like the
Steve is a
funniest part of the whole story.
great giveaway guy. I have to keep him in check. But
Yeah.
yeah, one of the things that I really like about well, a lot of things I like about Steve Willis, but the last names of some characters that he comes up with, I don't have the exact panel, but it's like, I don't remember the guy's first name. I think it was maybe Charles Spits on You. Charles Spits on You. He has the greatest last names of anybody in comics.
I'm just looking at here,
Yeah.
and Morty is with his friends. That would be
Yeah.
Cosmo Bear, little bird bug
Mhm.
guy with no name, Muki, the mutant membrane, and they're all having like a cookout.
Yeah.
And
The name of this is
looking at the stars.
Iceberg Lettuce is the name of this particular story,
Right.
and it's
They're talking at this
yeah,
cookout, and he
yeah,
says,
they're cooking out.
cut the crap, and hand me another little cranium." Now,
Yeah,
the little craniums, these
mhm.
are the little smiley face guys that you've been
Yeah.
seeing
You
throughout
see him in all
all
of
of
his
his
comics.
stories.
Yeah. Now they are roasting them like marshmallows.
Yep,
Toasted craniums is what they're having,
yep.
and
They have no mercy.
no,
Impale.
no, they
Yeah.
impaled the head and then cooked it over the campfire because they're camping
Yeah.
out.
Look at
So they're
help,
having,
help.
yeah, the little heads are screaming. Toasted craniums, which
Toasted
I'm thinking
cranium.
might be pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I think someone says, well, they're really crunchy. I think Morty says that.
Well, yeah, he's eating one and it goes crunch. Yeah, somewhere in here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, here's one that he's eating and it says consume.
Consume.
Yeah.
There you go. That tells
Hmm.
it right there.
Yeah. So,
So
yes.
they're out camping, and one guy says, yeah, away from internet, away from TV, away from the culture wars, away from politics. And Morty says, ain't that the truth?
Yep.
Politics. Why is it so many well-meaning do-gooders become narcissistic, entitled a-holes once they become public figures? That's all the politics you get here. And that's when he does, in fact, consume the little cranium
Yeah.
guy
Yeah. It
right
consumes.
there.
Yeah. Right
He's
there. Yeah.
ranting, and
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Yep.
yep. So it's basically a cookout. There is another story in this
Now,
issue.
there is a note from Steve himself right here that I'll just read you. There's a note from Steve. He butts into the story
Oh yeah,
here
he
and
pops
says,
in there.
note, Morty the dog did in fact run as an unregistered write-in candidate for mayor of McCleary, Washington in 1999 and claimed 5% of the vote. So the cartoon character was a
I
write-in and
I
got
wonder if
5%
it's true.
of the vote. What
I
does
wouldn't
that
be
say?
surprised.
What does that
Uh-huh.
say about the people of McCleary, Washington? You know?
Yeah. Well, I don't want to vote Democrat. I don't want to vote Republican.
Yeah,
Oh, there's a
I'm going to
dog.
vote
Let's
for a
vote for the
cartoon
dog.
character. Yeah,
Yeah.
a dog that doesn't exist in real life. So, oh boy.
That doesn't
So
surprise me.
now that
Uh,
story goes on until we come to the throne room story.
mhm.
Uh, yeah,
I was once a low-life grifter, but then I saw the light.
yeah,
I thought I did. He was working hard and became. He got a bogus diploma that allows him to be a doctor, so he could influence people.
yes, he does. Yeah. And people fall for that con. Initially,
He
I operated as a psychic up and
was a
down the
psychic.
West Coast, and he's right here.
Yeah.
He's showing you what he did.
He says,
And
"You is a psychic. You were Millard Fillmore, the 13th president of the United States. That'll be $2,000, please."
and they pay him.
Gosh, she's
Yeah,
handing over the money.
yeah, they pay him. And he's all but admitting he's a fraud, but doesn't matter. Gonna pay him anyway. It's all
And
about
he,
the money, he says. It's all about the money. Right there.
yeah, but he's sitting on a lot of money.
Yeah,
So
it's all about the money.
yeah,
Yep.
this is a pyramid scheme, in fact. So it looks like a
Yeah, it looks
pyramid.
like a pyramid.
And
Yeah.
this pyramid scheme, but apparently somewhere along the line, he finds he's all full of hot gas and hot air.
Oh yeah, and
And
he's so full of hot gas and all, he floats away. However, the reason he floats away is a Steve Willis only reason. And the reason is,
right.
if you can hold that up to show that, I'll read it. The rope held me down, but as
Well,
my
Matt,
cultists gathered and chanted, their little pointy word balloon tails
must be a
cut
newspaper.
away my tether and severed it. So the word balloons with those tails on them, you know how word balloons have tails?
Yep.
See the tail? They cut his tether.
Disjoin, it says.
Yeah, it disjoined him.
And
And
they're
he
reverent.
floated away.
He ascends. They're totally reverent.
Yeah. Now, only Steve would use
Uncle
word
Tuck.
balloons to cut something. The tail of a word balloon.
Uh-huh.
Holy cow.
So he goes up there, and I don't mind giving this away a little bit.
No, let's yeah, a little bit. Okay.
It's okay. He goes up, he floats up, and perforate right through the bottom of an airplane,
Yeah,
and he comes up in the toilet.
in a toilet, which is really bad. You know,
Yeah.
if you're going to
Yeah.
perforate into something, you'd hope it wouldn't be a toilet.
Why do all
Boy.
awakenings have to be so rude?
Yeah. Man. And then,
then-
of course, he is now including the Buttercube brothers.
Our
on the back.
favorites.
Yeah, the Buttercube brothers on the back of every issue. I think from now on. I
Yep.
probably shouldn't give it away. But anyway, the Buttercube brothers are on the back, and you can read that when you
If
get
you've read
your
our
issue.
previous videos, if you've seen our previous video, you know what always happens to the Buttercube
Yeah.
brothers.
Mm-hmm. So,
But this time they're going up into the Antarctic. Let's
Yeah.
go to the Antarctic. Having a little bit of an argument there. It's nice and clean, you said. It's like the place was invented for us, you said. We'll be safe there, you said.
uh-huh.
And then you see the last panel.
Yeah. Oh, Steve.
Too funny.
He
And I
is
don't know
great.
I don't know about you, but I know you did. I know you got a lot of extra stuff.
Yes, I did. I got some stuff here. Yours is
All
different
these,
than mine.
yeah, actual
Uh,
drawings.
I got these are original. Morty Comics 6,281. Almost dropped it.
This
That's
one
right
says
here.
no one was shocked when Ronnie was arrested. I mean,
Yeah,
look how he looks. You know, no one
yeah.
was shocked. What
No,
did you got?
you wouldn't be shocked if he was arrested. And this one says, nothing can live unless something else dies. Pretty screwed up system, isn't it? And then the other one,
Bruno,
this
Bruno
one,
shunned the triple-headed skateboard. It's a
oh
skateboard with
wow,
3 heads.
three
Come on,
craniums. Those are
hop
three
aboard.
craniums.
That's
Yeah,
3 craniums. That is. I didn't know that
yeah,
really until this issue. I didn't realize that they were called craniums.
yeah. They're
But
little craniums. Yeah,
now I know. Now I've been illuminated. Now,
yes. And here, no, this is wordless, but this is Morty Comics 62 or 6,246 with this gentleman playing the guitar. And I think he has like spiked hair. Look at that. Very cool.
Yep.
And it's on the back of this.
I got this one. Mine's on
Oh,
the back of
that's
this.
on the back of that.
Yeah.
This one's on the back of nothing on the back.
This one,
This one has this.
Dinwiddie learned there is no up in space.
Oh.
There he goes.
Uh-huh.
Dinwiddie, now he knows the answer. One of the questions he's always wondered about.
Yeah.
And, so, and here's one that's wordless as well.
Yeah. Ooh,
But
yeah,
Steve Willis is so prolific. He's putting out so much stuff and sending original drawings to everybody.
Yeah.
I mean,
now once again, you cannot. There is no cover price on this. You cannot buy this. You can trade for this. You can send stamps, postage for this, but you cannot buy it. And I will give you his address so that you can send him your comic, and he will send you this comic or something. But
and I've seen other people. I know Jeff Wood posted something. He received. I saw on Facebook. He received a bunch of books, bunch of stuff from Steve Willis, and most of the time he includes a personal letter.
Yes, I have a letter. He always say, I have a letter right
from
here.
One Steve to another, and you know, and he's complimentary, and he's and Steve, he's not on the internet.
No, he's not. No, he does not use a computer. So there's no AI. None of this is AI.
No.
This is all drawn by Steve because he doesn't have a computer. So this is not AI.
It just kind of shows what if we didn't have all these other distractions, like he doesn't have a television. No television, no computer, but all these other distractions. A lot of people would be more prolific, more creative than they already are.
Didn't have all this stuff.
Steve Willis is a definite example of all his energies are devoted to drawing and writing and just being funny and being a hilarious, a great creator. So you got to admire him for that. He's learned how to put all that other stuff out of the way and just do what he wants to do.
Yeah, and that's great.
We all benefit from that. We all benefit from that.
Yeah, great stuff. I think we had a great. Everything we did today was great stuff. So lots of great stuff out there in the small press world.
And we're great looking guys, so that's a plus.
That's the other thing.
People watching this video, God,
they're going to say, "Wow,
great looking.
Those guys are great looking." Yeah.
So, you can see us in person if you go to Space in 3 weeks.
We will be at Space in 3 weeks.
Hi, Bob Corby.
Bob Corby will be there because he's running it. And we will be there and we will be videoing. So if you're there, we're going to probably come around your table and talk to you and invite you over to our table and all that. So
that'll be a lot of fun. So.
Yeah, that's going to be a great time. We're really looking forward to it. So
there might be 2 videos because I'm going to bring my video camera with me too.
I was going to ask you to bring your video camera, and of course I'm bringing mine. And so we'll have a lot of video,
but we're not talking about cell phone videos. I've got a really nice Sony camcorder.
No,
so that if
I
we
have a
put you on the
Panasonic.
screen, like Michael
Mhm.
Nino's going to be there. If you want to see
Yep,
Michael Nino in full screen,
he's going to
or
be there.
he's going to be there. Matt Fizel's going to be there. A lot
Matt
of
Fizell
people
will be
that we
there.
know.
Yep.
Full screen people, just stay
And
tuned.
we're looking forward to meeting some new people
Mhm.
because there's a lot of people that I've never heard of that are going to be there. So we're going to come
Frank
back with a gang of
Frank Panini.
comics.
Hmm.
Yeah. So we'll have a bunch of comics and a bunch of video, and we can do videos on the comics we bring back. So we're going to have a good time.
That's
So
right. We're going to be trading. We're going to be buying. We're going to be
trading,
selling.
buying, selling, everything. Yeah.
Posing for pictures.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
I mean, okay, it's not the same as posing with like
Eating. We'll
Arnold
be doing
Schwarzenegger or something, but
a lot of eating. We'll be doing.
eating. Drinking a lot of Coca-Colas to stay awake,
Coca-Cola, Diet Cokes, yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, we're going to wrap this up before we get ourselves in more trouble than we can handle. Uh,
I think we're already
so,
there.
yeah, just about. We will see you. We will see you in the next video. Take it easy.
Adios, folks.
Bye.